Thanks for joining me for my weekly message covering values that turn ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. This week's message is believing you have what it takes. So a residential cleaning service owner was walking along a beach and stumbled across an old lamp. He picked it up and rubbed it, and up popped the genie. The genie said, "Okay, you released me from the lamp, blah, blah, blah. This is the 4th time this month I've been released, and I'm getting a little sick of the wishes. So you can forget this 3-wish thing. You only get one. You better make it good." The owner sat and thought about it for a while and finally said, "You know, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I'm scared to fly and I get very seasick. Could you build me a bridge to Hawaii so I can drive over there to visit?" The genie laughed and said, "Are you kidding? That's impossible. Think of the logistics of that. How would you do the supports? They'd have to reach to the bottom of the Pacific. Think of how much concrete, how much steel. No, think of another wish." So the owner said, "Okay," and tried to think of a really good wish. Finally, he said, "You know, I've owned a cleaning service for 4 years now, and in that time, I've gone through more than 100 cleaners. My cleaners always said I don't care and I treat them poorly. So I wish that I could understand employees, know how they feel on the inside, why they don't do what I tell them to do, know why they don't show up for work, and what I can do to truly make them happy." The genie asked the owner, "Do you want that bridge to have 2 lanes or 4 lanes? Are you like the owner walking on the beach? Are you looking for the magic answers? Is it possible that you're already sitting on those magic answers? Is it possible that you are focusing on what you do not have rather than on what you do have? Do you have great dreams for your company but feel you do not have the resources to reach those great dreams? Try focusing on what you have. You know what? You have everything right now that you could possibly need. Do you need more cleaners? Are you sitting back saying, 'Oh, I can't find any cleaners. Craigslist used to really draw well and it's not drawing at all now'? Have you looked at what else you're sitting on, what other resources you have? You are so lucky. If you couldn't, Craigslist and high-level things didn't pull the CEOs for a bank, you'd be in trouble. But you work for a cleaning service. You have a plethora of other resources. Think of what you're sitting on. You can call a church and say, "Do you have any people looking for work?" Chase can't call a church and say, "Hey, do you have any CEOs lying around?" You're sitting on a plethora of things that you can do. Go down to your unemployment office. Put a sign in your car if you have company cars in your window saying, "Now hiring." I have clients who are getting 10, 12 calls a month from experienced cleaners when they see their company cars at a convenience store. You are sitting on a plethora of opportunity. Focus on what you have, not what you don't have. Let's say you want to improve your search ranking, but you don't have any money to pay a high-tech guy. Google. Oh my gosh, you are so much luckier than we were 10 years ago when we didn't know, or 20 years ago when we needed a marketing idea and we actually had to think of it ourselves. There was no Google. Now, if you want to do your own SEO ranking and improvement, you can. I was going to say lazy, but actually I'm too busy to have the time to do that, and I have the money to hire it done. If you don't, you still need it. Go out on Google. I've talked to many high-level cleaning service owners doing $1 million, $2 million a year who do their own SEOing, and that's probably why they're doing so well, because they do it themselves. They took a look at what they're sitting on and decided that was a good use of their time and money. If you do what it takes, if you're willing to invest the time and money, it will take. Whatever you do, that prescription you're taking will work as long as you take it consistently. If you don't do what it takes every day, if you don't take that prescription every single day for your antibiotic, it's not going to work. You are sitting on tons of seeds that just are waiting to be planted. But you need to start with planting a positive seed inside yourself, a belief that you have what it takes as an owner. You have to believe in your knowledge, you have to believe in your skill, and then all you have to put there is the desire, and you will consistently do what you need to do. Use what you have. If you use what you have, you'll be amazed at what new resources will come your way. I have a client, Lauren. She needed to get more clients. She needed to know how she could grow, but she had no money. I told her about the idea of calling nonprofits and offering a free cleaning for their silent auctions. Lauren went away, talked to her a couple of weeks later. Typical for Lauren, she did exactly what she was told to do. Her little homework assignment comes back. I said, how'd you do, Lauren? And Lauren said, well, you know, I did okay, but I only got 2. And I said, well, Lauren, I understand that not everybody is even having fundraisers. And Lauren said, oh, no. Everybody, all 5 of them took a free cleaning, but only 2 of them bought repeat service. I said, Lauren, you had 2 people hire you for repeat service that you talked to asking if you could give a free cleaning? And Lauren said, yeah, 2 of them said they were looking for a house cleaning service. That is the ultimate of where hard work and opportunity meet. And Lauren used the best advantage of the resources she had to let her company grow. She had a phone. Everybody has a phone. But Lauren used hers, and look at the new resources that came back to her. You have what it takes. Lauren believed she had what it took. She picked up the phone in blind faith and called. Look around you and see what you have. See what ideas you can use. Your answers are probably right within your reach. You've got exactly what you need at this point in your company. And then do what you see you have the ability to do. Successful people do what ordinary people do not want to do. Successful people believe that there is no challenge too big for them because they handled the last challenge, and it's all part of a growing learning opportunity. They know they have what it takes now to be successful. But you got to believe in yourself if you're going to see the opportunities around you. Then you can turn ordinary, average things into extraordinary success. When we first started our cleaning service, I had some money, but I sure didn't know if I was going to be successful and did not want to spend that money on growing our business. I truly was going to do it at zero-cost advertising. There were no PCs back then. I typed my first flyer. Then I used a piece of carbon paper and copied a cartoon and tried to put a stick in her hand that made her look like she was holding a mop or a broom. Took it down to the local copying place, made 100 copies. That's all I could afford. Rolled it, went up a hill in Austin, and our hills are almost like San Francisco's. And I walked up a hill where there were only houses on one side because I knew nobody else would be stupid enough to do this. So I walked all the way down, accomplishing nothing. Then I went home and turned the ordinary 2% return on flyers to an extraordinary 15% by getting out a crisscross directory and calling every one of those homes and saying, hey, I left a flyer on your door today. Did you get it? I sold 15 out of every 100 flyers I put on those doors. Every one of you has a phone. Every one of you, most of you have legs. You have the same opportunities I had. You have those opportunities at your fingertips. If you spend every day of your career turning ordinary things into extraordinary opportunities because you believe in what you already have, you are absolutely going to be a success. So please, spend the week looking around you, seeing what you can do, dig out those one-times and never solds, make some outbound calls to them, turn them into repeat clients. Look at what you're sitting on and believe in what you have, and believe you have what it takes. See you next week when we're going to talk some more about some more values that turn ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. Have a great week.